So for this video, I'm doing a reaction video with the film Ganito Kami Noon, Paano, Kayo Ngayon by answering these questions. So the situation of the Philippines during the 19th century was crucial because the Spanish colonization was about to end through the means of a new colonizer from the United States. Filipinos had no sense of identity and many were struggling to live and fight for the freedom of our country. It was shown in the film that prior to the arrival of the Americans, we were still under the Spanish regime. In these particular colonizers, the Philippines was indeed chaotic back then, since there were many bandits, revolutionaries, and Filipinos who held the money and power of the Spaniards. Also, the justice system was snobbish. Even if you were innocent, priests and civil guards would use their powers in order to convict and punish you. In addition, the communication was poor because of the most Filipinos did not know how to speak Spanish nor to understand it. It was prevalent during the 19th century, the church and its power, since it was considered as one of the most powerful institutions in our country, given that they have a strong connection with the Spanish government. It is also known that during the Spanish hegemony, the education was done in churches and educators were the priests. But this said education was for the elite only. In addition, if you have a friend with the Spaniards and you did something good for them, you would be bestowed with money and security. You will be saved from the abuse and poverty, since they considered you as their friend. On the other hand, being against the Spaniards is like killing yourself. Moreover, during this time, slavery is evident and Filipinos people were full of fear due to the cruelty of the Spaniards as they abused their power and used it for violence against the Filipino people. Obviously, many Filipinos were not educated in this period, and because of this shortcomings, how many them to suffer, be insulted, and be the poor for almost of their lives. Our country is rich for the people and poor the sense of their own identity and love for their own country. Just like Jose Rizal, Colas was also heartbroken, abandoned his love for her lover, and shifts his love to his country. They both portrayed the true definition of a Filipino. They showed love to our country through actions. They may have some setbacks and conflicts with other people, but they never gave up, and for that, I firmly believe that they both represent the Filipino identity. Their unending search for the knowledge, their respect for everyone, and willingness to fight for the country. These are the values and ideas that should drive our future endeavors since they help us Filipinos live free from our colonizers. The revolution was discussed in the film also helped in shaping the Filipino identity. The revolution unified people. Without the revolution, we are not living the way we live today, and we would still be under the hands of the colonizer. Yes, just like a festival or a special time or event when people gather to celebrate something. Just like in the film, wherein a person in the front performing a spitting fire act in front of other people who applaud and amazed. So let's just focus to the political system by which a country or a community is administered and regulated, or what's so called a government. Wherein the Spanish government, being an absolute monarchy through using a colonial government on colonies, Filipinos held only minor offices. They were not given the benefits of public education, and their rights and wishes were almost completely ignored. On the other hand, present day Philippines is currently under a democratic government wherein most of the decisions are made through voting.